We're live! We're live! Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Every Once in a While dish. I'm your hostess, Candace Cooper. I hope you guys are having a great day. It's Monday, and I've been going since 6 a.m. I know. That's okay. I got my Doppio over ice, brought it home, dressed it up, because yesterday I did get the praline drink from Starbucks. It's fucking amazing. But you know what? I make it just as good and a fraction of the cost. So I want to start out by saying today is the 1-year anniversary of Matthew Perry's death, and TMZ had me on one of their segments to do a little commentary on that. So shout out TMZ. Thank you guys for having me. I was sweating profusely and nervous, but that's okay. I made it through. I will apologize to everyone who had to deal with me after TMZ today because it's smelling a little ripe. That's what happens when you're a natural girly. And I didn't put any deodorant on today. I just jumped out of the shower because I wanted to wash my hair. I wanted to blow dry. So I was like, TMZ can't smell my armpits through the screen, but they could see my hair if it looks ratchet. So, R.I.P. Matthew Perry, 1 year. That went by very, very fast. And we all know that people have been arrested. The 2 doctors and the ketamine queen. I don't know if this is the tides are turning in Hollywood and they're going to be holding more people accountable if they're giving someone hot drugs. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like there's definitely some sort of shift in Hollywood right now. It's like an accountability shift. Now, if we would have had this shift in 1920, I feel like the scandals would have been even darker. These people are doing this shit while there's cameras, evidence, receipts, text messages, right? I don't even want to imagine how depraved Hollywood was when there was nobody watching and everyone was in cahoots to keep everything on the DL. Frightening. Absolutely frightening. It's fucking crazy. So, Liam Payne, who knows? We don't know what's going on with that. I could speculate forever and ever on what happened there. And maybe at some point I will. Maybe at some point I will. But for now, I have some notes that I want to address. Okay. Now, I haven't fact-checked this. There is a rumor. A rumor? Is it a rumor? But there's something circulating on TikTok saying that Jamie Foxx said he was poisoned because remember he had a stroke. He was poisoned by P. Diddy because Jamie Foxx is in some of the freak off tapes and he was questioned by the authorities. So he's saying that Diddy poisoned him, which gave him a stroke. And it is crazy. People are dropping dead all around him. Pneumonia, like all of these weird, mysterious illnesses. And of course, like people die. But Brittany Murphy, like the list goes on and on and on and on and on. Somebody posted on TikTok, like, does Diddy deserve bail? And then all of the deaths that are loosely connected to him. Oh no, he should not be out. He absolutely should not be out. What do you guys think? Do you think, I thought when Jamie Foxx went into the hospital, he was going to be cloned. Because anytime a celebrity goes into a hospital, I could say it even about Selena. She went to get her kidneys done or replaced or taken out, whatever. she came out a little bit different. And I was like, what is going on when these people go into the hospital and then they come out looking crazy? Or, not saying Selena looked crazy, but there was something a little bit different about her. Of course, it could be medicine to make her kidney not reject her body, or the body not reject the kidney. It could have made her puffy. There's so many different things. But Lana Del Rey just lost a ton of weight. She doesn't look like a completely different person. And I'm saying that because Kate Beckinsale did her red carpet, debut recently after having been in the hospital for a while. Shania Twain, Lindsay Lohan, these people, Christina Aguilera. Here's my theory. My theory is they're doing NAD. They are getting facelifts, and they are using a weight loss drug. And I think, does that give them that glass skin though? I don't know. Maybe they're like investing in Korean skincare. Who knows? TikTok shop. No. Oh my gosh. That was close. Hold on. Crisis averted. So are they, what are they doing? I really don't know. Another thing that's circulating on the web is Tom Cruise banging fish. Is this for real? Like, I always had a feeling this guy was like kooky doo, like a little kookadoodle doo. He is from New Jersey. I don't know if he grew up in Tenafly, which is not far from where I grew up. Not saying that I met him or knew him. Or I feel like I probably have known people who went to school with his sister. I vaguely remember that, but I can't tell you who it was because I don't remember. But apparently Tom Cruise, he's fucking the fish. Allegedly. I don't know if this is true. I have to dig deeper into that one. So let's just put a pin in the Tom Cruise getting the freaky deaky on with off. Here's the freaking hair. I kept feeling it. I was like, where is it? I feel it. I feel it. But Tom Cruise, it's giving what's his face with the gerbil, right? Remember in the 80s, Richard Gere putting the gerbil in the booty. Now, here's the crazy thing. There are nurses on TikTok, which I'm sure might not be illegal, but the woman showed the x-ray of a man with a gerbil in his booty hole. So not saying that these, people don't do stuff like that. They do. But do I think Richard Gere did it? I don't know. Do I think Tom Cruise fucks fish? I want photographic evidence. And I want to know for sure it's not AI. Because you can't go throwing around accusations like Tom Cruise is fucking a fish. And you know what I mean? What do you guys think? You think Tom Cruise is fucking a fish? Okay. Let's talk a little bit about Liam Payne and some of my theories. There's a fan. I want to keep them organized. There was a fan, and she said Liam Payne had come up to her that night they were taking pictures, whatever. And he said, yeah, I was in a boy band. That's why I'm so fucked up. Then he got mad at his computer, broke the computer, and mayhem ensued, right? Here's what I'm thinking. And then they found the 2C that P. Diddy is addicted to, that pink blow, in his room. But then when I was like, okay. What did he have to do to become a member of One Direction? They want an entrance fee. They want to know that you want to play the game with them as bad as they want you to play the game with them. I think Harry Styles is fine to play the game. Now, One Direction, I'm way past One Direction time. I'm way older than people who listen to One Direction. But when he said that to the fan, saying oh, I was in a boy band and this is why I'm fucked up, then I go, What did this poor man have to do as a child to make it in to that band? What audition, what creepy casting couch did this young man have to be a part of in order to be in One Direction? Harry Styles, he's wearing dresses, he's wearing ladies' suits circa 1993 Hillary Clinton. He's, he is playing the part. If they told him, chop your balls off and wear them on your forehead, Harry Styles, I feel like he might be like, all right, okay. People love that fame. And you could feel it even on a mundane sort of micro level. Get on TikTok, get one viral video. For me, I've turned off, I've made certain viral videos of mine private because they were so annoying. But I could see to somebody who wants that recognition, how it could become addictive. And I think that I wonder, and this is all conjecture, this is all just me fleshing it out. Liam kept going to their shows. What did Liam know? What did he have to do that he was ashamed of? Also, drug addicts have loose lips, so you don't really want to trust a drug addict with anything, like any pertinent information. And drug addicts are the weakest link. They're the most easily manipulated. And Harry doesn't seem like he has a drug problem, and none of the other guys seem like they have a drug problem, but I bet you whatever Liam had to do to become a member of One Direction ate him up inside, made him turn to drugs because he couldn't self-regulate, and ultimately compromised his life. He just struck me as, now there are reports about him being abusive and all of that stuff. I don't want to negate that. I don't know too much about that. But let's not discount that. Could he be a sensitive guy? Sure, he could totally be a sensitive guy, but could he also be a complete fucking monster? I'm totally sure he could be a complete fucking monster too. But when I was looking at the table and people were like, oh my God, you don't know any drug addicts. Like, okay, touche, not really. But I've lived in New York City. I've, been around people who were struggling. I have, but nothing ever looked quite like that. And the only reason I say that, and I remember in my first video on TikTok, I said, was there a syringe there? Like, what am I looking at here? It wasn't a syringe. It was like a tinfoil pipe. But when you're smoking out of tinfoil, there are going to be char marks on the tinfoil. And I was looking around the table just to see are there any charred pieces? Now, I'm sure the drugs were also in the tinfoil, but if you're smoking out of the tinfoil, let's say you're freebasing out of the tinfoil, there's going to be black marks on the tinfoil. So do I think that this guy was doing drugs and getting fucked up and tortured inside? I do. Do I think that maybe they didn't want information that he knew about to get out? I do. I do. So they threw him off the balcony. The cops are there, they're getting the tapes. Who knows? Do you think we're ever gonna get the truth? No, I don't. Maybe we will in 10 years. Maybe we will because it's in some weird way linked to Diddy. But me personally, I think that either he was a sacrifice or they didn't want him to get fucked up and tell people information that was important. He might have gotten a really disturbing email. He was getting dropped by his label. Now I just want to say to people, back in the 80s, we had Milli Vanilli, and they got found out that they were lip syncing because like their track like stuck, and like, you know, everyone found out that Milli Vanilli lip synced. Like, who fucking cares? The one guy committed suicide over it. He would be a TikTok star. So Liam, people, anyone, you could be getting fired. You could be getting dropped from your agency, from your record label, from your, you know, college, whatever, getting kicked out of your sorority or your fraternity. You have no idea. And this is where faith comes in. And I know. But anytime I've had a rerouting in my life, even if I didn't want to do it, I still always say, okay, fine, I trust you. God, I trust you. You have a better view of my life than I do. So if it was true that Liam was getting dropped from his record label, if it was true that that was the news that he got on his computer that made him lose his shit, smash his computer, run upstairs, and do a bunch of drugs, that breaks my heart, because he could have gotten signed to a TV show. He could have gone to Betty Ford and then gotten signed to something. There are so many different avenues for all of us to make a living. And I fucking love the internet. I fucking love it. And I'm so thankful for it. And it's given all of us who aren't traditional people this platform to make a living in a way that there was never an option. And I do want to just like shout out really quick. My hot flash. I'm going to start naming her. Oh my gosh. It's like having contractions. I'm like, okay, I have 45 minutes before the next one. It's so true. And having long hair and living in a hot place, it is slightly torturous. But anyway, I do think that there was funny business with Liam. Either he was a sacrifice, either somebody gave him a cigarette dipped in PCP, blew PCP in his face, gave him something laced. Yeah, I think that he knew something that other people didn't want him to talk about. There was an opportunity, and the powers that be took it. So I don't know if you guys agree with me on that, but just shout out to all my ladies who are also going through these beautiful hot flashes. I will say, like, I'm kind of sad my period's coming to an end. Like, it never bothered me. People are like, oh my God, I hate my period. I'm like, I fucking love having my period. I always get it with like the new moon or the full moon. So anyway, I'm going to RIP period. I'm going to miss you. But I am a human. I have hormones. They're fluctuating. And I'm not going to be embarrassed about it. Like, I feel like people are embarrassed about it. Like, fuck it, no. It's like when you're embarrassed about something, it gets so much worse. I'm just going to like claim it and own it. And I really don't fucking care. I really don't care. They did say that it was a hotel worker who gave Liam the drugs. That's so sad. You know, it's just like so sad to me though. I feel like such evil people out there know how to manipulate good people and like prey on their weaknesses and make them go crazy. So we also, I wonder, like, Liam did, or people were saying that his girlfriend is his handler. I don't like the way she looks. Not saying she's not beautiful, but there was just something. And everyone's like, oh my God, she's so classy. She never told anyone he was struggling. Classy, or enabling, or I don't know. I don't know. But look, she is innocent. This is all speculative, just my opinion. So who knows? But I am very sketched out by all of it. Okay. The CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch, which I'm pissed off because I have investments in Abercrombie and Fitch, and also I love their fucking clothes. He just, first of all, he is frightening. The man's face is terrifying, okay? And when I saw his face, and then just picturing these young men who went to their Hamptons house, who thought that they were like going to possibly hobnob and, you know, network and possibly get their modeling career off the ground, and then probably being drugged by these freakazoids and just like being fucked up on drugs, and like this guy's like ugly freakish face and touching their bodies without them like wanting them to. Terrifying. If you have a chance, go look up the CEO, his fucking face, of Abercrombie and Fitch, and tell me the panic attack. I would be terrified. Absolutely terrified. Here's a lesson to people, okay? You don't go in cars with other people. You don't go anywhere that you cannot go home when you want to go home. I think I've been on like a few, I can't remember exactly how many, but there have been a few times I vacationed with other people and was just every single time reminded, no, this is why I don't do anything with other people. I like to do stuff by myself. But okay. Now, let's just look up. Hold on. We're going to look it up. Okay, ready? CEO of Abercrombie. Are you ready? They always want to fucking track me. Oh my God, this guy's so fucking scary looking. So this is from NBC News. Let's see. Are they going to show his picture? No. I got you. Like, no matter which one you look at, this guy is fucking terrifying. And then being fucked up and on drugs and not being able to escape the house that you're in, I would just die of a heart attack. I simply would pass away from a heart attack. So the Abercrombie and Fitch CEO Mike Jeffries pleads not guilty to sex trafficking charges. Now, here's the thing. I was an actor for a very long time. The industry is a gray area. It's a gray area. It's for people who want to exist in a gray area. And I felt like when I lived in Hollywood, if I stayed and did the things that I would have had to do to make it in Hollywood, like I said to myself, if you do these things, then you have to stand by them and you can't be like a bitter Betty about it. Did I have an issue with the Me Too movement? I didn't have an issue with it, but it's like you did it and now you're mad because you didn't get as far as you wanted, but you did. You're mad at yourself. You're like, oh my God, Harvey Weinstein, that man, oh my God. He's like a troll that you have to tell like a riddle to pass the bridge, over the bridge. Like and now he has cancer. Good. You fucking deserve it, you pig. Ugh. Harvey Weinstein. Then when they show all of the flashbacks of Gwyneth Paltrow and how much she was his darling, and Brad Pitt saying to Harvey Weinstein, like, don't ever fucking touch my girlfriend again. Don't ever touch her again. The more and more you learn about Hollywood, just know that these people are doing crazy shit to get to the high places and then to maintain the high places. And then there are people like Matthew Perry who just self-medicate with drugs because you think that you want this fame. You think that it's going to fill this void inside of you. But it doesn't. It doesn't. It just creates a bigger void within you. So look, I've been in the industry a long time. I've done commercials. I've done print work. I've done web series. I've done all of it. All of it. Nude modeling, clothed modeling, commercials, movies, soap operas. Like, I've done it all. And it's a very fickle industry. And unless you have a rich husband or a rich family, you're going to end up doing things you don't want to do. So know your limitations, have your boundaries, know that you might not get as far as you want if you adhere to certain boundaries. And don't be fucking mad about it if you do it. Don't be mad about it. Don't come out later and be bitter Betty about it. I left LA because I was like, I just know that I would be so mad at myself if I did X, Y, and Z. I just knew I was going to be mad at myself. And I've gotten opportunities and they were like, oh, well, if you want to get this far, then... And I was like, I can't do it. And I want to say I'm celebrating 1 year of celibacy. I'm so proud of myself and I feel so good about it. I just feel like at this point in time, this is like a lesson to all women. We are the outlet. They are the plug. And if they're going to put in a negative plug into our bodies and deplete our energy, what? Do we not love ourselves? Like, for me, I love myself. And I just am not finding any men who love themselves enough to love me. And that's truly what it is. That's a whole other conversation. We're not going to get into that. We are going to talk about Katie Maloney. Katie Maloney, my birthday twin. We're both January 16th babies. She has a new man. And there are apparently rumors of swirling. And I know that Katie's going to stand by him until he dicks her over because she hasn't had a boyfriend in forever. And Tom Schwartz has moved on. And I'm sure he's like going to get his girlfriend pregnant in a year. But Katie Maloney is like, I am so in love. And I'm so happy for her. But this guy that she fell for is getting a divorce. So he's not quite there yet. And he also, I'm pretty sure, is a cheater. Which, like, whatever. Oh my God. This is why I'm so mad. I'm like, if you guys can't just fucking, like, keep it in your pants. I may be going through perimenopause, but I have a hell of a sex drive. I can't even believe I had to waste the best sex years of my life on not having sex. I don't like that. That I don't like. That I'm mad about. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you think? Are you into Katie Maloney having a boyfriend? Give her love. Give her love. I will say this, January babies, Capricorns, the last 16 years, I feel like love has been an uphill battle. Finances have been an uphill battle, but Pluto moving out of Capricorn November 19th. We're almost there. And the pressure is going to move to a different part of our chart, but I don't think it's going to be in the finances and love. So if you're a Capricorn in the last 16 years, it was probably like every time you started talking to someone, it didn't work out. Like, I've told so many stories about the last 16 years of my dating career. And I was like, did somebody put a fucking curse on me? Which they probably did. 'Cause enemies, haters. Anyway, whatever. But I think for us Capricorns, it's going to be a little bit easier. Going to be a little bit challenging for the fixed signs, though, which is Taurus, Scorpio. Is it Aquarius? Is Aquarius a fixed sign? It's going to be it's going to challenge the fixed signs. Diddy's a Scorpio. We will see. Apparently, there's also some sort of thing going on at the jail today where I will find out about that. We're going to find out about the Menendez brothers. If they're going to get out, let them the fuck out. Let them be free. They did their time. Gypsy Rose is walking around, new nose, pregnant, fucking paternity tests. And the Menendez brothers are still sitting in jail. That's fucked up. There shouldn't even be a new trial or whatever, a retrial. It should just be like, you've served your fucking time. You can go. And let it be a lesson. Let it be a lesson to people who are going to be weirdos to children. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because you could be sitting in jail for all of eternity. So don't do that. I grew up with the Menendez trial because I was little when it happened. So I was alive this entire time. And I do want to say the fact that who's married? Is it Lyle or is it Eric? I think it's Lyle. That the fact that he's married and has a woman that he's been married to for like 20 years or some crazy shit like that, and he's in jail for shooting his parents, should give every woman in this world hope, no, a lesson. We will be like, oh, we can fix them. We can fix them. But a man is like, oh, you were fat in 3rd grade. I'm sorry. I just can't do it. You're damaged. You're damaged. You're damaged goods. You're damaged. So men, they want like perfect women. Women were like, he's missing an arm. We'll grow him a new one. He's got no eye. We'll make an eye patch. Women, we're so forgiving. So I love you guys so much. Thank you for tuning in. I have to say, my apartment is a disaster. I got to go clean her. I don't know if it's going to happen tonight. I'm just like not in the mood to clean today or yesterday, really. But I'm going to muster the courage. Hopefully I have caffeinated courage. Thank you so much for hanging through my hot flash. I'm fine now. But if you're a woman, isn't it the most fun time to be alive? Are you so excited? And if you can, you could go find me. Maybe I'll put the link in the description box. And you could go watch me on TMZ. So I love you guys. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of The Daily Dish. All right, it's Monday. Let's have a good week. Who the fuck knows what's going to happen? Oh, and vote. Single child free cat ladies for Trump. Bye.